Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video because I'm feeling a little frustrated and I just thought I might as well document it. So I was looking up, so today I woke up, I ate eggs and bacon, and then before I left I ate some hummus. And I ate hummus with nut thins. Now the hummus is just chickpeas. Let's see what the hummus is. Chickpeas, olives, and one moment. So it has chickpeas, water, sesame, sunflower oil, kalamata, olive, black olive, sea salt, garlic, citric acid, cumin. Toppings: green olives, pimento extra virgin olive oil, canola oil, capers. So I realized that yesterday I ate a whole bunch of this thinking like, oh, well, it's gluten free. I should be good, right? And I ate, let's see, this thing is 10 ounces. I basically ate about 8 ounces of this stuff. I also ate some peanuts. I also ate some Greek yogurt. And I thought like, oh, okay, no big deal. So I woke up today, skin was a little irritated. And I thought, oh, maybe it's because I was rolling around. I slept a little early, so I ended up sleeping on the couch, and I figure, me sleeping sideways, it irritated my skin a bit more. So before I left today for lunch, I ate more of the hummus, and I ate it with my nut thins, which is pecans. Get it? Nut thins. And I came back, and I was like, oh my goodness, my arm looks really mad. What the hell happened? So the reason why I switched over to nut thins is because I'm trying to cut down my gluten, right? Now, look at this. So they said many people who have eczema are also diagnosed with food allergies. However, everyone is different, and discovering your personal needs is important to minimize issues with allergies and eczema. So what's included in there? Cow's milk? Okay, I don't drink cow's milk. I don't really eat that much dairy. Eggs, soy products, gluten, nuts, fish, shellfish. Now, so like I said, before I left, I ate nut thins, and then I also had the hummus. Okay, so I thought, frick, if I'm allergic to nuts, because I've been cutting down my gluten, right? That would suck. That would absolutely suck. I can't remember when I started eating these nut thins too. I bought them because I wanted to go gluten free. And I pray to God, I don't think I'm allergic to eggs, and frick, if I'm allergic to shellfish, that would suck. But I haven't been eating shellfish in a while. So anyway, so they said eat fatty fish. Okay, I've been taking my fish supplement. Oreo, stop. Oreo's looking through the trash. So I've been taking my fish supplements. I ate a bunch of blueberries yesterday. I ate something like 8 ounces of blueberries, okay? I've been taking a probiotic every day. Are there any foods that I should limit or avoid? Okay, so we're going back to this one over here. And let me pull this up. So common food allergies: dairy, eggs, soy, nuts. Okay. So I'll cut down the nuts. And then they said also you got to watch out for sugar, because sugar can cause your insulin levels to spike, which can cause inflammation. Now, blueberries have a lot of sugar in them. And I couldn't help but think, frick, Erica, did you eat too many blueberries yesterday? Was it your blueberry? I also ate a banana. Was it the bananas? Was it the nuts? Was it the hummus? I don't know. So I thought, okay, well, Erica, you just go back to the rice crackers. Like, screw the nut thins. And then, yeah, Mediterranean diet: fruits, nuts, fish, olive oil. And then they say eat grains. Yeah, I don't think so. So then they said, what about this one? Elimination diets. And then they talk about this one: eczema, which is characterized by tiny blisters on your hands and feet. Like other forms of eczema, it's cause unknown. But here's the thing: nickel and cobalt may exacerbate symptoms of this eczema. So if you have this eczema, then you really should avoid that. And I thought, well, I don't wear jewelry. What's the big deal? Now look at this. Nickel and cobalt might be found in whole wheat, whole grain, rye, oat, cocoa, baking powder, soy products, dried fruit, chickpeas, and canned foods. I was like, freaking, what the hell is it? Was it the chickpeas? Was it the nut thins? And yeah, so I am on an elimination diet, and I don't think it's just gluten. I think I have to go gluten free, to be honest with you guys, and I think I have to cut out with the other trigger, and I'm thinking maybe my other trigger could be hummus, or it could be the nuts. So I'm going to be cutting out my nut thins. I'm going to be cutting out the hummus. I'm going to be cutting out the Greek yogurt. I'm going to be cutting out the gluten starting tomorrow. 4 things. Yeah, I'm staring right at the pecan nut thins right now, and I have the hummus right next to me. Yeah. So this is the terrible thing called possible food allergies. See? Chickpeas right here. So, yeah. I am not very happy at all. And then there's also this theory here. I'm going to show you this. So this is what, look at this. Discoid. What is this? Let's see how this looks like. Okay, I think I have discoid eczema. I asked Lewis, and Lewis says, like, yeah, it looks the same. Oreo, what the hell are you doing, Oreo? Let's see some pictures of this stuff. Let's look at this. I've also heard some people, they have a sesame allergy. And can you guess who's been putting sesame oil on her cauliflower rice? Me. Freaking sesame seed. So a lot of my yeah, this kind of, I don't have eczema on my hands. I don't have, yeah. It's on my eczema looks just like this one. See? Ooh, look at that growth. So, but it wouldn't harm me to cut out the hummus and cut out the nut thins. It just sucks because it's like, if I'm supposed to cut out the dairy too, what am I, they say cut out the dairy or try to cut out the dairy. Like, what kind of dip can I freaking have? Right? That's what I'm asking, and it's just it's getting a little restrictive, a little too restrictive for my liking. So yeah, let me show you this. Let's see. See, sesame seed allergy is often associated with other food allergies, such as a peanut allergy. I pray to God I don't have a freaking sesame seed allergy. But look. Sesame allergy, which includes allergy to sesame seeds and sesame oil, is on the rise. See? Look at this itchy little world. What foods could trigger your eczema? Oh, cry. I want to cry looking at this. Okay. Let's see. Food triggers. Milk, gluten, soy, egg, shellfish, pea, sesame seed, tomatoes, and corn. So yeah. See this? So then this person, they had to cut out, their kid, it seems, had to cut out soy, corn, red bell pepper, strawberries, cantaloupe, tomatoes. And then it was still getting worse. And then, yeah, they had to cut out the gluten too. So, yeah, I think gluten is part of it, but I think I also have another trigger. And it's going to be a very, it's gonna suck trying to figure out what trigger I have. Because it's not just gluten. Yeah, I found that out the hard way. So, anyway, look at that. 3 weeks later, he got a hold of 2 small pieces of breakfast cereal containing gluten. Within 2 hours, his skin was horribly red. So I'm not that gluten sensitive, but yeah. just a little overwhelmed about this. So yeah. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. Let's see. Some people say hummus is good, but hummus tends to have sesame. See? So yeah, dairy they say cut out, sugar, refined carbohydrates cut out, gluten cut out. Yeah, and some people they can be sensitive to like coffee and uh I heard some people they have eczema just based on a food color dye, which I'm not consuming, but still. Yeah, so yeah, see this? Parsley, pesto, and sesame free hummus. So, yeah, I found out the hard way. Yeah, there are people who do have flare-ups due to sesame seed. Many kids with eczema are sensitive to store-bought hummus as it contains allergenic sesame seeds. I know, Oreo, I know. Okay, you guys. Avocado oil mayo dip. Okay, there you go. Mayo with ketchup. Oreo, stop that, Oreo. Oreo wants more food. Oreo, you don't need to eat that much. He's like, he like cries. Like, I never fed him all day. Oreo, I gave you breakfast and I gave you lunch. And you can wait, Oreo. He's like crying. Like, I never fed him all day. Come on, stop that. Yeah, so the thing is, like, the thing about like seeing a doctor is what they're going to tell me is they're going to probably give me like a topical steroid, and I want to avoid that because I want to figure out what is causing it. So I rather do an elimination diet. And the elimination diet, it's not like something bad's going to happen if I eliminate my a lot of these foods for a week. It just is a real pain in the ass. And yeah, so I'm not eating bell peppers. I gotta make my stew today. And I haven't had it in about a week, actually, now that I realize it. Yeah, so I gotta make that. And I'll put in onions, and I'll put in celery, and I'll put in carrots. No, none of the nightshades in there. I gotta make sure. See what's the nightshade, bone broth, and go that route. But cauliflower rice. I think I already flavored my cauliflower rice with sesame oil, so maybe I'll make another batch after I finish this one and don't need sesame oil in there anymore. Yeah, I got bone broth. Yeah, but there was nothing radical that changed in my diet. The only thing I've been eating that's new is the hummus. Yeah, it's just basically been just eating like hummus, nut thins, eggs. What else have I been eating? Oh, I can't even remember what I've been eating. Oh, bacon. What did I eat for? I'm trying to remember, like, what I've been eating. Oh, pork belly. Yeah. So I gotta figure out exactly what I'm allergic to, and I cannot tell what I'm allergic to unless I go through everything and then I reintroduce it back in, and yeah. But it just blows. It blows. So if any of you guys can eat, go see a doctor, and then once it's taken care of, then do the diet change. I disagree with you here, because here's the thing. If I go to a doctor and it clears up, how will I know what the diet change is going to be? How will I know what my trigger is? I can't tell because I'm getting medicine to clear it up. And there are people on the eczema forums who say, like, yeah, don't take a topical steroid at all. So they say that they want to see, like, they want to have their body heal. And my whole concern about this is, like, yeah, it's like a itchy mosquito bite. But it's definitely not life-threatening or anything like that. I just got to remove the trigger. So, yeah, some people have been dealing with eczema for years, 15 years or so, and they're still okay. But yeah, I don't want to just cover up the symptoms, you know, the physical symptoms, and then lie to myself and say, oh, look, I'm cured, I'm fine, you know, and then I have to keep applying this topical steroid on me, and then I'll never get to the underlying cause. Like, if it clears up 100% with a prescription, and then if I stop the prescription, it comes back, right? It's like, I'm just putting, it's like basically if you have like it's like basically putting duct tape on the wall, or like patching up a hole in the wall. So, yeah, that's my whole concern about that. Like, I'm familiar with doctors enough to the point that they're just going to treat the symptoms. And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, you know, just take this thing and then see if it clears up." Okay, if it clears up, ta-da, that's it. But I don't want to be relying on that stuff. Like, if I know I'm allergic to something, then just do it that way. An allergy test, correct me if I'm wrong, but an allergy test is just a skin test, right? It's not it's not a food it doesn't, the only way I would know what I'm allergic to would have to be elimination diet. Yeah, I don't want the symptoms masked. I want to figure out, like, okay, if I eat this, then it gets clear up. If I don't eat this, right, it clears up. But once I eat this stuff, then it gets worse. And that tells me, okay, like, if I cut out the nut thins, right? If I cut out the nut thins and I cut out the hummus, then that tells me, okay, it's probably the nut thins. I'm either allergic to nuts, it might just be pecans, or it could be the hummus. And if it's the hummus, is it the chickpeas or is it the sesames? But yeah. But then it gets really nitty gritty, because then I have to say, okay, well, don't eat nut thins. Does it go away? If I eat hummus, does it still get worse? Okay. And then yeah, just try one and then the other, and this could take weeks or months or yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Does an allergy test for gluten? Oh, let's look at this food allergy testing. Let's see. Wow, look at this. Oh god, these things. You know what? I'll look into it then. Because I thought it was just like, oh, okay, you know, like, good luck. That's it. We'll just give you a thing. But I don't know if this thing is legit. What is a 96 foods? Ooh. Okay, come on. Oh gosh. Blood test. Yeah, take my blood. I don't want to do a skin prick test. What? You may be sensitive to. The most reliable food intolerance test is elimination diet. Oh, for frick's sake. There's not a good... Yeah, so there's not a reliable food. And so this is all you may be sensitive to. Oh, that would suck if it depends how much I light up on there. I would cry. I'd be like, no. Skin poke test. Yeah, I don't want to do a skin poke test. I'd rather just do a blood test if possible. I'm like, take my frickin' blood and be done with it. I don't have bloating. Who should not take it? How accurate is it? 95, 99%. So how does this work? So let's say I ordered this test. This $159 test. Oh, I take my own prick? I guess I take my own prick. Oh, it'd be like taking blood for diabetes or something, right? Receive my results in days. Okay, what's the premium one? Food sensitivity comprehensive test. Oh, 204 items. Oh, okay, let's see what's on 204. Is sesame seed there? Oh, for frick's sake. Okay, so basically every nut. Oh, sesame! Sesame's over here. Frickin' 37 frickin' vegetables. 41 spices. Cola. What? Okay, let's see. Did the cheaper one have sesame on there? Look at this. This is $259 for that. $159. Okay. Let's go back up. Okay, this one has sesame too, though. I know. Well, not only does it just cost money, but I mean, like, I've been to doctors before. You know, I've been to dermatologists before, and then usually they just say, okay, we'll give you a prescription. It's like they don't do anything for you except write you a prescription. Like I said, I had a really bad acne problem when I was in high school. All they did is they just looked at me and just said, here, put this cream on or take this antibiotic. I don't want just that. I want to get to the underlying cause of it. I don't want to just mask the symptoms. Oreo teeth update. His teeth looks like it's getting a little better. Ooh. That's the thing. Like, they can't do anything. Like when I went to 3 different dermatologists in Hawaii. I went to like 3 of the top dermatologists, okay? And I was on antibiotics for about 2 to 3 years of my life. And I went through every single topical that was available during that time. I did like some kind of I want to say it was IPL, but I might be remembering it wrong. But it didn't solve it. All they did was they said, oh, okay, go and get this like laser thing done and it should clear your acne, but it's not gonna get to the, it's just gonna, it's gonna work for a little bit. And from what I found out was, is like, it really didn't make that much of a difference. And that thing that, I think it was IPL, but I could be remembering it wrong, but I remember it was like $250 a pop, and insurance didn't cover it because they were saying like, oh, it's just a cosmetic thing. So insurance covered like glycolic peels. I went through chemical peels. I went through some. I got so frustrated at the end of it. But yeah, they never asked me, oh, what are you eating? Okay, let's figure out what you're eating. Let's put you on a healthy diet. That wasn't it. It was just treating the symptoms. So when I talk about my apprehension of like going to a dermatologist, it's not because it's because of my past history with dermatologists. It's like, okay, I get it. You know, you have a rash, they'll say, okay, we'll give you a cream for that rash. Okay, you got this. Okay, we'll give you a pill for this. You know, we'll give you some antibiotic. We'll give you some kind of cream. You should be good. But I really believe that I am reacting to some sort of food allergy. Yeah, I went through I went through a list of, I feel like 12 different antibiotics. Seriously, like 10 or 12. It was a lot of freaking stuff, and I had a laundry list of it. And it was crazy. It was crazy. And I remember I kept wondering like, why is my acne not going away? So I went through three of the top dermatologists in Hawaii during that time. And then when I didn't get results from one dermatologist, right, after a year or so, then I'd move on to another one. And then at one point they told me, right, when I went to the third dermatologist, I gave them a whole laundry list of everything I've been on. Because I wrote it down. I said, this is all the antibiotics I've been on. This is all the creams that I've been on. At one point they said, okay, you know what? Your acne is really stubborn. We can only, at this point, you can only go on Accutane. And Accutane, from what I spoke to my PCP about, my personal care physician, they said it's kind of like bringing a nuclear bomb. That's what she told me. So I thought to myself, like, yeah, I don't have like, my acne was listed as being really stubborn, but it wasn't listed as being like, cystic acne. It was like, it was terrible though, because I have had acne all the way on the sides of my face. So let me see if I can find a picture of it, like a similar kind of acne. So you see this woman over here? You see how she has the acne all the way from like the sides of her face and her cheek? Or like this guy? My acne was similar to this, actually. It was all on the sides of my face, from up there to down there. But it was pretty bad, but it wasn't this, like, cystic looking. But yeah, it was all the way from top to bottom, and it was red, and it was irritated because I was putting so much freaking stuff on my face. Morning, night. It was kind of hellish, but so after the whole Accutane thing, I gave up. I completely gave up. I stopped all my prescriptions, and I told myself, like, hell with it. If I'm at this point where I'm going to a dermatologist, and they can't give me any answers except, yeah, just take Accutane, then I'll just let it be. So you guys see my skin. My skin looks way better than this, and part of it is because, like, after I graduated from high school, I stopped eating as much bread. I used to eat so much bread in high school. I would eat a sandwich for lunch, and then afterwards I'd come home, and because I was so scared of eating, like, let's say, like really, really, like, how would I say this? I was so scared of eating like animal fats and everything like that. I would just like load up on the carbs. I would think like, oh well, buying a pastry, that's pretty innocent, right? It's just bread, and then I dip it in like some olive oil. That should be fine. And I was eating, like I said, I ate so much bread. So it wasn't until, what was it, like last year or this year, it's like I kind of, when I went back to eating bread, I was like, oh man, I haven't eaten bread in a long time. I realized like my acne was getting worse. And then that's when I said, oh crap, Erica, damn, maybe it was the bread that caused it, because I still break out in acne if I eat too much gluten. That's what I found out. So yeah. My acne is way better than this for sure. Like if you guys see me, my acne does not look, it does not look as bad as let's see. I can't find a picture of my acne because I deleted so many of my photos. I was so embarrassed about it, but it was something. It was something like no, it wasn't that. It wasn't like that. It was kind of like this. So you see the before, but you see how it goes from like the all on the sides of the face. That's exactly what happened to me, and it was just terrible. It was really terrible. So I got lucky because I didn't end up with ice pick scars. I spoke to a dermatologist and they do say I do have some scarring, but I don't really notice it at all. And I'm looking at my face all the time, so I feel very fortunate because some people when they have acne that they've been battling for a long time, they end up with pitting. See this? See this acne scars? This kind of indentation. And I really feel for them. They can get some kind of, I think it's fractal laser resurfacing. I know someone who got it and they were really happy with it. But yeah, acne is a terrible thing. It is absolutely crippling for the self-confidence. I remember I shared with you guys this, like I remember like during that time I was going to these dermatologists, I was like, my mood was so bad. I was self-conscious, I was depressed. I would wake up, look in the mirror and ask myself like, why is my skin so bad? And then people could say, oh, it's you should go to a dermatologist, right? And I'd be like, I'm already going to a dermatologist, I'm already trying to get this sorted out. And I remember one of my best friends at the time, she was, she asked me, she said, oh, what are you doing after school? And I told her, I said, oh, I'm going to go to the dermatologist. And she had known that I'd gone to a dermatologist for quite some time. I think this was like over a year after I started going in. And then she said, oh, good, you need it. And I remember it's like, I was so shocked when she told me that. It was just so like, that whole like, oh, good, you need it. I was so hurt that I didn't say anything, and I went home and I just cried because I was just so depressed over my acne. And the thing that I was really shocked about, it was like, how could you tell me something like that when I'm trying to resolve this? And again, like when I went to a dermatologist, they never asked me what are you eating. What are you eating every day? Let's try to figure out if something is flaring you up. There was nothing, and yeah. So that's why I'm a big fan of trying to figure out like, okay, what are inflaming foods. Try to have low inflammation, and I'm not perfect. Definitely not perfect. But it's good to kind of keep that in mind because then I can lessen it. Right? If I know, for instance, sesame was causing eczema to flare up, then I should avoid sesame, right? I should, if I want to get hummus, I gotta look in, let's say, the ingredient list, and if I see sesame, be like, nope, I'm not eating that hummus. So it's something like that. Like I don't mind staying away from food allergies in that regard, but yeah, while you're going through that process, it's just terrible. Cost is $159 or so, I think. So this one is $159. The more comprehensive one is $259. I don't know how well this is. Like, I'm just being honest here. I mean, it looks like it's legit, but I got to do more reviews into it. See, so this person says they didn't have any real sensitivity to anything. You hear Oreo? Oreo! Notice Oreo's the only cat who's asking for food. Not Clinton, not Barry, it's just the fattest cat. I don't know how much it costs to take somewhere test from somewhere blood. I have no idea. Oh no, this one is blood is taken. This one is blood or blood is taken. So if you look at it, they give you you have to take a fingerprint sample. Finger prick. So I don't mind pricking my own. I haven't done a blood test for diabetes. I would actually be shocked if I did have diabetes. I'd be like, how the hell do I end up with diabetes? Let's see. But yeah, I don't think I have diabetes. If I had diabetes, let's see. Let's see. I don't have to pee a lot at night. I am thirsty right now. I'm not very hungry. I don't have blurred vision. Numb or tingling hands. Not really. Dry skin. Yeah, my skin's been dry. Eczema. I guess eczema would be slight. That's about it. Yeah, I don't think I have diabetes. How do you test for diabetes? No, seriously though, if I had diabetes, I'd be shocked. I'd be like, what the hell? Let's see. Okay, blood glucose levels. When was the last time I had a blood test done? Maybe like 2 years ago. One is a day when you're eating normally, and the second is in the morning when you have not eaten yet. Yeah, I had a really bad headache when I was eating all those carbs. But keep in mind, it's because, like, I know my blood sugar spikes. Like, 100%. I know my blood sugar spiked when I eat too many carbs. I know that when I'm low carb for a period of time and then I eat a high carb meal, it's just like, whoa, it's terrible. Let's see. Let's do a test for diabetes at home. Oh, look, they make one too. Blood sugar levels. Oh. Fasting. Let's do. Do I have pre-diabetes? Let's take a test. Are you male and female? Female. Do you have a... No. Do you have a sibling with diabetes? No. Are you a woman who has a baby or no? Are you younger than us to get a little exercise? Yes. How old are you? Less than 40. Have you ever been diagnosed with blood pressure? No. No. Cancel. Am I at risk? No. Ah, damn it. That doesn't tell me that doesn't tell me anything. Look at this. A diabetes test you can do yourself. Okay. Okay, so I can fast overnight, and then I can test myself first in the morning, follow directions, wash my hands. So I can just do this myself, no? See? I think I can do this myself. Right? All I have to do is don't eat any or drink anything except water for 8 hours. And then do that before breakfast. And then test, and yeah. Yeah, I can do that. Oh, these freaking diabetes kids. Let's see. Let's check this out really quick. Hold on. Keto, too many carbs. Oreo. Yeah, so, yeah, I was definitely thrown out by those freaking carbohydrates. Oreo, what are you doing, you big pie baby? Oreo's acting like I never fed him all day. He's on his last can of food. Oreo, you fat pet. By the way, yeah, so Lewis was telling me, he says he thinks Oreo should be on a diet. And I was like, weren't you the one telling me I don't eat Oreo enough? So it's either I'm not feeding Oreo enough or Oreo's getting too fat. But I think Oreo's getting too fat. Yeah, so eating foods that are high in carbs like white bread or pasta can spike your sugar levels, which can cause headaches. See that? I know. Give someone your blood already. I'd be like, you know what? You want to prick me? You can prick me up. Let's see. Yeah, but see, eating foods and high in carbs like white bread or pasta can spike weight. But yeah, that tells you you're just eating too many carbs, which I agree. That time I ate that vegetarian meal, you guys, that was way too many freaking carbs. That thing was pure carb. Let's see here. Let's cook this in. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, this is fun freaking laggy site. But yeah, all it tells me is that I'm just eating too many freaking carbs, which I definitely agree. That one freaking meal was way too many carbs. See? Look. Headache after eating carbs. Keto. But see? Then they eat 2 small pancakes, and then they have a horrible headache. See? So other people on the keto diet who have that, they end up with the same kind of thing. I had a cheat day today. I had a headache for hours. I love to sleep off, but yeah. And this person says they had a huge headache after eating carbs too. So unless a lot of the people who are on keto have diabetes, I just kind of think it's like you just eat too much. You could wear a continuous glucose monitor. Oh. But I just kind of wonder, like, okay, let's say I go to a dermatologist, right? And I tell them, okay, you know, this is my eczema. Can you give me this or that? I think they're going to give me a prescription first and foremost. I don't think, and unless I'm, let's see, can a dermatologist give you a food sensitivity test? Where would you even get that? Let's see. Allergists. Oh, fuck these allergists. Okay, here we go. See, typically in people with an intolerance can eat these foods in small amounts without experiencing problems. Shit. No. So if you find yourself suspecting you have a food intolerance, the thing to do is keep a detailed food and symptom log for 2 weeks. Write down the time of everything you eat with details down to the brand when appropriate and the time at birth. Bring this information to a reputable registered dietitian, one who specializes in food allergy, so they can help you identify common threads like trigger foods. A food log. Oh, this stuff. Oh. My mom actually got one of these things done. The skin prick test. Oh. So it looks like these food sensitive tests are isn't that great. Every single food and beverage over the next few weeks. 1 week. 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 1 we See? They aren't reliable for finding food sensitivities. What is this? Let's see this. One moment. Let's click on this. Let's see what this is, you guys. Do people normally get blood tests though? No, I know I'm kind of allergic to the cats for sure. I know that cat fur irritates me. Actually, when I first moved over here, I had to take allergy pills because I'm actually very allergic to cat saliva. So I was breaking out in like what looked to be hives or something. Really? I thought people just get these tests if like something terrible happened to them. Like I feel really sick and I don't know what's wrong with me or I feel dizzy. I thought that's the only reason why you would get that. C peptide. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We're continuous. Whoa, hold up. Continuous glucose monitor. That would be. That's something that what you have installed on you, right? If I remember correctly, that's the one that's 24/7. That's if I remember correctly, continuous. Unless you get the, yeah, continuous glucose monitor or something that you get if you get it can be covered by insurance. Either that or those things are freaking pricey. Um, let's see here. Oh my goodness, 1,000 to 1,400. See, some you can buy online with a prescription. But yeah, why would I need one of these? Like I don't think I'm pre-diabetic. Um You know what's funny? Like I've been to the doctor, right? I've been to the doctor in Hawaii. I only got a the only time I ever got my blood tested, I kid you not, is when I donated blood. But other than that, like I never got a blood test. Or actually wait, no, I take that back. I got a blood test when I was when I had to go and get checked for ulcers. But other than that, I never got a blood test. Yeah, I never got a blood test other than that. Other than donating blood or if I have a health concern that I have to get like put under anesthesia for or something like that. But other than that, yeah, no doctor is all like, "Oh yeah, we want to check your blood." There's no reason to, right? Is this, you can take this test yourself? Okay, what do you guys think of this, huh? What if I just take this one? Monitor my blood sugar levels. Oh, this freaking finger prick. My average blood sugars. Seems like it's... Let's see. Everlywell. Everlywell review. It's not... What? No, they don't allow tests to residents of New York. Damn it! Oh, no. Why not to New York? Let's see. Seriously? Nobody to New York? They allow it in frickin' Hawaii. With the exception of the COVID-19 test, we don't currently offer tests to residents of New York. This is due to the state's regulation around testing. Oh, for frick's sake. Oh, jeez. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm not squeamish about them taking my blood, at all. But yeah, last time I took my blood, yeah, I think it was 2 years ago, and there was no concern about that. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Lab testing API. Let's check them out. Yeah, so I know you linked that. Let's check these guys out. Okay, here's a wellness test. Testing kit, and there's quest. Okay, so overall, what do you guys think about this test? Because you guys know more about this stuff than I do. It's pretty good. I mean, the way I see it is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's like, okay, if I take this test and they tell me, okay, your blood sugar is a little high, doesn't that mean just like cut your sugar lower? But other than that, okay, like maybe I'm low on iron, but does that really tell me anything else besides that? Or is a big concern like maybe I have diabetes? Let's see. Another person says just get a blood glucose monitor. There we go. Wait. Do they not do this anymore? I wanted to do a diabetes scout. One moment. Yeah, can't they just do something like this? Like just do an AccuCheck instead? What's the difference between this and a blood sugar test? Because, see, this one is, too. Blood glucose. Oh, goodness. I should get one with ketones, though, too. No? Let's see. Oh, ketones. Figure if I'm taking that blood anyway. Keto Mojo. Keto Sends. Do I even even need my ketones? That's a big question. Ideal for the keto diet. Are these two different ones? Is ketones the difference than blood sugar? Oh, I think it's separate, yeah. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but those are two separate things, right? The diabetes is separate from the ketones one. Let's see. Which one has the blood glucose and which one has the ketones? Because I see this one looks like it's just ketones. I guess it's this one? Glucose and ketone. I don't want no frickin' Bluetooth monitor. I don't need that. This one. iPhone. Okay, yeah, I don't have an iPhone. So Keto Mojo looks like they do that. Yeah, it's this one then. Glucose and ketones. Oh yeah, here, see? Keto Mojo. And then we got more lancelets and we got strips. Oh, these lancelets. Okay, 100. Oh, that's cheap. How much strips do I get here? Holy crap. Frick, that's expensive. Is that just me? 120 strips for that's 50 cents a test. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm kind of just leaning on getting the regular one. Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I should ask someone. Maybe I should ask someone in one of my groups, hey, do you guys have does anyone have a blood glucose monitor that they don't need? Actually, that would imply that either the diabetic moved or the diabetic died. No. Oh. Oh, well, I do qualify for a free one. Yay. Okay, you know what? I am going to put that in later. And you know what? Yeah. I will check that thing out. Let's see. One touch Varioflux. Right. Oh, wow. Okay. That's convenient. Yeah, free stuff. Yay. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll probably ask people in one of my local free groups, hey, does anyone have a blood glucose meter that you guys aren't using before I get a free one? No, no. You know what? I'll check my diabetes. I'll check my blood glucose levels and see how that is, and then I'll report back to you guys. If anything, you guys can maybe I'll do a live stream of it, and I'll be like, "Hey, everybody, let's figure out what my blood glucose is. What does everybody think it is? What's my fasting?" Um, yeah, and yeah, we'll see. I'm looking at some self-tests. Yeah, I'll test my glucose. Like I said, I'm not worried about like the eczema thing. It's annoying, but it's not life-threatening, right? But I will listen to you guys about the whole diabetes thing because I do know that some people they do have diabetes and um it's undetected or not detected. I don't have any history of diabetes in my family though. I will tell you guys that. Nobody from my mom's side or my dad's side has diabetes. Seriously. Yeah, no. If anybody has one lying around, I don't mind picking it up and then just buying the strips myself. You don't go over. Okay. After you eat carbs, you don't go over 140. Does that mean you have insulin resistance? Yeah. Oh, it's so cold right now. It's really chilly right now. I just wanna grab a blanket. You know what? I'll test myself live, and then that way you guys can just. I mean, you guys have more knowledge than I do, right? I'll tell you like, hey, this is what I ate, you guys. I'm testing myself yet again. I'll let you guys. I mean, like, yeah. You guys are like, oh my gosh, your blood sugars or something. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, and yeah, let chat interpret the data. You guys better not troll me and be like, oh my goodness, Erica, it's through the roof. You're gonna die. I'm like, what? If you have a blood glucose levels at between 6 or 7 when you have not eaten or drink anything, you are considered pre-diabetes. Dr. YouTube. Yeah, and I think it's a good thing because maybe some of you guys who, let's say, aren't thinking about checking for diabetes, maybe you're apprehensive of doing it, and I'll give you a really honest review how it is to lance or prick your finger. Because you remember like how I did the Falscara review? Remember that? Remember that one? That was not a very good. I mean, I look back at that stream and I'm like, oh, geez, Erica, this was like 1 hour of struggle. But I don't mind doing those kind of videos. It's a very realistic thing. I think sometimes when you see people on YouTube, you see the editing and you see everything flawless, and then you think like, how come I don't get it? Or, you know, how come it looks so easy? But yeah, when I do a live stream, what you see is really what happens. Um, More than just food. Okay, so what was more than just food? What was it then? Is she pre-diabetic? Is that it? Oh. Your glucose can rise from having adrenaline. Okay. She stresses about the time. Really? Nobody is perfect, though. I don't stress about being perfect. I'm a little stressed about this eczema thing, but and that's what made me go down the slippery slope of this kind of stuff. Yeah, actually, my mom had eczema. I remember that too. I remember she went to the dermatologist and she got injections for it. But I can't remember how often she got injections for it. Mmm. Oh, jeez. No, her family causes her stress. It's probably family pressure. Keto helped her a lot. Yeah, I try to stick to keto. But it's hard, like sometimes it's like you see something and you're like, ooh, let me eat that, and then you don't realize how freaking high carb certain things are. And that's what I realized. Like, gee, something like hummus, yeah, that isn't low carb. It's considered healthier though, right? Definitely healthier than some sort of like processed cheese dip. But yeah, I gotta lay off the hummus for a bit. So, yeah. So I have a sneaking suspicion, and maybe I'm wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm allergic to gluten and I'm allergic to something in hummus. I know, I love eggs and bacon for breakfast. I ran out of bacon, but and it's too late. It's too dark for me to go out to grab some bacon, but bacon in the morning is really great. Just take half a Zyrtec every night and use over-the-counter cortisone strips. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of these things. I want to figure out what the hell is causing my skin to erupt like this. I really believe it's some sort of allergy, but I don't know what. But yeah, talking about kind of things that like this whole thing could be worse. Like, some of you guys, like, you see my eczema and you guys think like, holy crap, that looks terrible, right? This patch is like 1 inch by 1 inch. And then I saw 2 patches. One is 1 inch by 1 inch. The other one is 1 inch by like 3/4 of an inch. So it's not that big at all. I don't think it's that big. What is that? Like together, like 2 inches by 1 inch if you had them lined up. 2 inches by 1.5 inches. At least that's just me. 1 inch by 1 inch isn't that big of a mark. But some people, if they have eczema, okay. Look at this. Let me find this. I was down the slippery slope. See this? This is way worse than mine's. See? That's a much bigger patch than mine's. And then you got people who have it like all over. See, all over their arm. All over their knuckles. That kind of stuff. Fingers. See? Hands. Look in the eye. Oh my gosh, the eye. See? Joints. And I kind of, like, worse, back of the knees. I heard back of the knees is really bad too. Because, you're walking and you're sitting, right? But, yeah, so I was looking at some eczema forums. I've been reading some stuff, and I have to say, like, as much as this is stressing me out about mines, I really feel fortunate that my patch is only literally a 1 inch by 1 inch patch and a 1 inch by ½ inch patch. That's, on my outside of my right forearm. And it sucks because it's like I don't want to wear jackets, because it rubs against my skin. But I can just wear a short sleeve and I'll be okay. But do you hear that weird thing? That's Blackberry. Blackberry, get over here. But yeah, I really hope that there's a cure for eczema. I truly, truly hope so. Cause like I'm stressed out. I'm like irritated about my little patch. Imagine if I had it all down my arms, all down my face, and I know there are some people who are like that, and yeah, my prayers go out to them. It's tough. So yeah, I've been reading online, and some people say that, oh, if you cut out your gluten, it's cured. Some people have to cut out their nuts. Some people mention that sesame seed allergy, and I didn't look at the hummus, and I didn't see freaking sesame seed in there. Like I said, normally when I think about hummus, I just pick it up and that's it, right? You don't think like, oh, let's see if there's a sesame seed. But yeah, having eczema is really not pleasant to have. It's the best way I can describe it. It's like having a itchy mosquito bite, but it feels like it's a wound too. So yeah, see that? What does eczema look like? Yeah, see that? See that little ring over there? So this is the one that I believe I have. And I asked Louis about it. He was like, yeah, it looks the same to me. So this thing, you can see, has this like patch, or this ring on the outside. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Ugh. So one thing I heard that's about eczema is they say that you have to constantly moisturize your skin. Even if it looks like it heals, it's susceptible of going back. So you gotta always just be mindful about that. And then it definitely does cause hyperpigmentation. See? So yeah, they say apply emollients, avoid allergens, topical steroids, antibiotics, histamines, UV treatments, steroid injections, oral steroid treatments. Yeah. Discord, eczema is a chronic condition that tends to relapse, especially in cold winter months. Ugh. You know, actually, now that I think about it, it has been getting colder. It's like 30 something degrees right now. Who knows? Who knows? I can't figure it out. Yeah, I don't think it's ringworm. Because first of all, like if it was ringworm, it would have spread, right? But yeah, I don't think it's ringworm. I think it's eczema because it's like I can see it. I can see it change depending on what I eat. Keto rash. Really? I don't know. I've had this for quite some time. Let's see. Let's see. Keto rash. First time I'm hearing about that. Why you may itch. What the hell? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. I've never heard about this one before. Wait a second. Does this thing weep? I'm just curious. Yeah, because mine has that similar... Hold on. Let me show you guys this. This is the first time I'm hearing about keto rash. Okay, you can't see it, but there's actually a red outline around that patch. Can you see it here? You can kind of see it. See, there's an outline, a red one. Okay, let's see. What the hell? What? It could be associated with uncontrollable diabetes in those who fast or eat a ketogenic diet. Hold up a second. Hold up a second. Let's see this. Does keto rash weep though? Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh, look at that rash. What the hell is this keto rash? Why you may itch on low carb and what to do? Chest, back, armpit, sometimes neck. The itch soon starts after people get in ketosis, stops in there. No, it's not sweat. No, I don't think so. Like, I ate more than 50 carbs today, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. That sucks. Wait, keto rush. I don't think keto rush gets... Okay, see? It doesn't get weepy, though. That's the difference. Whoa, wait, hold up, hold up. When I was in New York. What? If you're in ketosis, the best way to treat this rash is simply eat more carbs. Oh. I'll have to see. Oh. It doesn't get weepy though. Let's see. What the hell? Back to report, the rash is now gone. It's not within a week of refeeding. As of this morning, it's totally gone. But I do have some marks on this chest where it was really bad. Had been crusting weeping bumps. Okay, so you guys, this is the first time. This is seriously the first time I heard about this keto, this keto rash. Do you guys think I should? And I know you guys aren't doctors, but do you guys think I should actually cut my keto? Yeah, no, because I was looking at psoriasis and there were some pictures that looked the same, but mine's actually looks identical. Mine's actually looks identical to what you call it. Mine's actually looks identical to this. I'm not BSing you guys. I have it like covered up in I have it covered up in whatchamacallit right now. Yeah, mine looks exactly like that. It's called discoid eczema. See? It looks more like what does it? Yeah, so it looks like this. Oh, see the outline? See like that? Or how it looks weepy? Okay, here we go. So when it heals, see, it leaves a ring of eczema. See that? Let's see here. Ooh. The weird thing is that like I've been freaking supplementing so much that I can't figure. It's like if they're telling me to increase my protein, I'm like, what? See that? Oh, look, that versus that looks pretty similar, does it not? See that ring one? So it's either linked to uncontrollable diabetes in those who fast or eat a ketogenic diet. Well, I don't think I have uncontrollable diabetes. Seriously, because I eat pretty damn. I have a lot of fish oils and I have a lot of like whole nutrition. So I can't. I can't. Yeah, I can't say that. I can't see myself having uncontrollable diabetes. Ooh, look at this. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the beginning. So day 5. Day 5 starting to get itchy. Okay. Day 8. Oh! Oh, see those little bubbles? Day 10. Feeling better. Look at this freaking rash, you guys. It's feeling better, and then they got a different kind of rash. Okay. Later resembled... Oh, they have another patch? Day 12. Ooh. Jeez. Day 15. Fuck. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, and then it calmed down. And then day 20. Oh, wow. So someone... Oh my gosh. So they kept going on and they kept getting more and more spots. And then... See, they ended up day 14, they get more spots. Oh my god. And then day 15, it dried up. And then now it seems like there's no new ones. Holy crap. They said it looks like shingles. Whoa. Can increasing fat cause skin flare-ups? Yikes. So yeah, there are a bunch of people who end up with keto rash. Yikes. Ooh, looks like some kind of allergic reaction. And I still fasting. Okay, so yeah, I learned something new today for sure. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so my thinking is like I go to a dermatologist. The dermatologist is going to tell me that I have some sort of skin condition like an eczema or psoriasis, and then they're going to give me a cream. And then if I ask them, okay, so how can I get rid of it besides taking the cream? Um, I imagine that they're just going to say, you know, they don't know. So just continue using the cream. And my thinking is that I'd rather remove the allergen. You know, if there's something that I'm allergic to, I want to figure out what specifically it is and remove that from my diet. Um, yeah, fungal infection. I don't know how the hell I'll get a fungal infection on the outside of my arm. Um, and like even when I see it, it's like, yeah, even when I see it, I think it's just like, I personally think it's dependent on my diet. Yeah, so my mom had eczema. And my mom, I believe she took some kind of steroid injection. Because I remember she went to a dermatologist and got some injections done. Um, and my mom ate much healthier than I did back then. So, let's see. My mom always used to eat a lot of vegetables. She barely ate any processed food. Yeah. And she still had eczema. Yeah, the thing is like, I don't understand how I would get ringworm. And also the thing about ringworm, I was looking into it. They say that it is, if you have ringworm, it's easy for you to spread it, right? I don't know how the hell I would just keep it on my arm and then not have ringworm on the rest of my body because I've had this basically off and on for the last, what is it, like 3 months? No, no. When I did that, I always had long sleeves on. But yeah, it just makes me a little pissed off because I just think like, oh, what is it? Yeah. I actually wouldn't be surprised if it's the cats, like I said, because I do know that, yeah, I am allergic to their saliva, and I definitely know I'm allergic to their saliva, and then I know the fur is irritating, and the fur is like all over the place. I mean, you got three cats over here. Oreo sleeps between us. He sleeps on top of me too, and that cat has a lot of fur. So yeah. Yeah, the thing is like, yeah, I don't know how the outside of my arm will get damaged. So yeah, just weird. But yeah, I did read about people saying like, oh, ringworm, but I really don't think it's ringworm. Yeah, cat saliva. Yeah, try. You know whose saliva is really bad? Blackberry saliva. Oh my gosh. So when I first came to New York, I kid you not, you guys, I had to take like some allergy pill, um, because I was breaking out and like hives on like one side of my body. It was really bad. So yeah, I would just like wake up and I'd have all these itchy welts on me. Yeah, yeah. Did the creams you were prescribed actually help? Yeah, Oreo's a lot. The freaking cat dander, cat saliva, cat fur, whatever it is. Yeah, blackberry saliva is the worst. The thing with ringworm is if you treat it like it is eczema, get a million times worse. That's the main reason to know. Okay, see ya, magic spam dragon. Did the creams you were prescribed actually help? For what, acne? No, they didn't help. They actually just made my skin a little bit more irritated. No, you asked me if I got any creams that you were prescribed actually help. Oh, no, no, no. I never. This is like. I had eczema since, or I had this issue since, like late 2020. But it's only really come to my attention because I was like, hey, wait, how come it's not going away? I really thought it was just dry skin from, like, I thought it was dry skin from, the coldness, like winter weather. And then it just wasn't going away. And then next thing I know, I'm like, whoa, 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 what's going on with my skin? And then I do more research, and then I go down the slippery slope, and then I see all this stuff, and I just think to myself, like, oh crap. Probably something I'm eating, but I don't know exactly what. Yeah, I actually cut out tomatoes for my diet. So I'm cutting out the nightshades, I'm cutting out the peppers, I'm cutting out yeah, I'm gonna also cut out my nuts and my hummus and my dairy. Yeah, so it's like what are you gonna eat? Oh, no, no, no. I was talking about my face, not my arm. No, I wasn't. I wasn't prescribed Benederm cream. Yeah, I know some people are talking meat only. Yeah, I was reading some people, they mentioned about on eczema forums. They're like, what cures eczema? And people say the carnivore diet. I'm like, the freaking carnivore diet. Uh, Lol. Cut out my nuts. Let's see. Look at this. Eggplants, tomatoes, however the people can be allergic to it. See that? A person with a nightshade allergy may develop breathing problems, a rash, or eczema shortly after eating certain vegetables. So nightshades include tomatoes, eggplants, bell peppers, chili, goji berries, garden huckleberries, white potatoes. Yeah, so I've been down the freaking slippery slope of yeah. So let's see this. Yeah, I was reading on the eczema forum, and some people say like don't take a steroid cream. So you got people on the eczema forum who just say things like, "Oh, what you should do instead is you should have diet. You should try to remove whatever is triggering you in the diet, and then keep a food log and stuff like that. It's like, oh. So anyway, I'm gonna get going. I guess we'll see what happens to my arm. But yeah, today it is not happy, and who knows? Who knows what caused the flare up? It's either nuts, sesame, chickpeas, dairy. And I think if I remove that plus gluten, we'll see what happens in like 4 or 5 days, if it gets better. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is like, I don't understand. Why would I treat my rash with the over-the-counter steroid and then change my diet? Because if the steroid works, right, it would make it go away. And I don't want it to go away. I want to figure out if there's a link between my diet and my diet and the flare-up. So if I exclude the food from my diet and my skin gets better, then that tells me there's a clear link there. See? So I don't want to just make the problem go away. I want to figure out what's triggering it. Because what kind of scares me is this. Look, let's say I eat something, right? Let's say I'm allergic to sesame seeds. Let's just go with that. I'm allergic to sesame seeds. I put a steroid on my arm to make it go away. And then psychologically, I would think, okay, well, it's gone because I've used a steroid cream. But in actuality, my body is still reacting to it. It just can't cause inflammation maybe on that area, or have any outward signs because I'm treating it with a steroid. So that's why I want to just remove the whole inflammation completely. Because I don't want to be short-sighted and think, oh, okay, well, I'll just. It's like if you have it's like if you're allergic to dairy, and then let's say you say, okay, well, every time to avoid certain symptoms, I take this, but you're still having, let's say, a reaction. Your body just doesn't react nearly as much, or something like that. Like, I don't want to be dependent on a steroid cream. That's what I'm saying. Like, a steroid is a topical, right? So it'll make it go away, but I'm seeing it as like it's a sign of inflammation coming from inside going outward. So I rather figure out like, okay, let me go through the whole laundry list of all the foods that I eat, and then try to see if it clears up in a week. And then if it doesn't clear up in a week, then think, okay, what now? But if you had a food allergy, you wouldn't get just one patch of outbreak, for Pete's sake. How do you know? Like, some people, they have eczema patches all over their arms. Some people only have eczema patches for a certain small area of their body, and then they remove, let's say, gluten, and it goes away. No, it's not. There hasn't been anything like the soap is not irritating. It's not the skincare, because I've actually had this way before I've done any of the skincare stuff. Um, I don't know. I remember it came like late last year, and I don't know what. Like, I don't look at the back of my arm, like like constantly monitor like, okay, this was here like 3 days ago or 4 days ago, because you would assume like it would just go away, but I know that it was just been persistent, and it's just a little agitating. So yeah, could be anything. Could be cat fur, could be cat dander, could be Who knows? But yeah, I do know that when cat fur does get on this thing, yeah, it's more irritated for sure. For sure. And cat fur gets on everything over here. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna get going. I'll look into getting taking my blood sugar levels because that would be good to know anyway. But in terms of this, like I won't be surprised if I have this for the next month or 2 months or 3 months. But I really want to conclusively say like, okay, I have tried everything. I've tried to eliminate almost everything in my diet. And if I still can't find out what it is, then yeah. Because like I'm not like I know some people will be like just go and get a steroid cream, right? People have had eczema for years. It's not life threatening. It's just irritating. So yeah. But I want to actually do a process of elimination and figure it out that way. But yeah, I think I just lost a lot of faith in a lot of dermatologists because of the whole acne thing. So it's just like I got tired of it. I was like, why am I just seeing a doctor for them to prescribe me a pill? And it's like, okay, well, good luck. Hope it goes away. And I don't want to go down that kind of slippery slope because I want to find the underlying cause. Biopsy? Let's see. Oh, jeez. Yes. Oh, gosh. Catherine doesn't like dermatologists. I mean, dermatologists. Look. I'm not saying dermatologists is like bad, but it's just like it seems the solution is like, okay, here's an RX for that, and that's what like aggravates me a bit. But yeah, I have full confidence. Like if I put a steroid on it, it would clear up. Because I heard people have that kind of thing. So yeah. But look at this. They have this thing called a food challenge. Patients are challenged by giving it increasingly amounts of eczema food triggers to be thought of being allergens and being carefully monitored and observed for any reactions. This is typically done in a specialized testing center. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, tomorrow starts my day of no gluten, no dairy, no nuts, no sesame, no chickpea, and I think I'm just gonna basically live off of. You know, some people are allergic to eggs too, but I think I'm basically gonna live off of meat, bone broth, carrots, and cauliflower rice and onions. And yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna probably eat for the next week. And see if that clears up. So, yeah, wish me luck on that. It's and then after that, like if my skin clears up after that, right? Then I can slowly introduce new things and say, okay, do I have an allergy if I include the nut thins in there? Does it get worse if I include the nut thins? Okay, no more nut thins. Wait a bit. Okay, how's it like if I eat hummus? And then just, process of elimination kind of thing. Slowly but surely, see how it is, but yeah, who knows? It could have been the nut thins, it could have been the hummus, it could have been the sesame. Yeah, we will see. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna get going, so I will talk to you guys later. And yeah, I learned a bunch of new other things, and I hope this thing gets better. Again, it's not that big of a deal. It's like 1 inch by 1 inch, or like half an inch by 1 inch. It's not like it's infected or anything like that. It's just irritated. So, yeah. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, Catherine almost got. Oh my goodness, Catherine almost got Accutane too. Yeah, yeah. I didn't take Accutane. Yeah, I've just like for me, I see that like some people, then they have Accutane, and then they don't have any complications. But some people, it's like I hear these like terrible things about Accutane, and I just kind of think like Accutane really should be used as a life resort. I don't regret not taking Accutane. I know someone who took Accutane, and they swore it cleared them up. But here's the thing, okay? After they took Accutane, they cleared up, I think, for like 1 or 2 years, and then the acne came back. It's really weird. I was like, how the hell do you still have really bad acne after you took a round of Accutane? But I don't know what it was. I don't know why they were breaking out. I have no idea, but they were, and it was really bad acne too. Really bad. But last time I saw them, their skin cleared up. But they were also doing like laser resurfacing stuff, so that could also be part of it as well. Kefir. You know what? Kefir, yeah, kefir. It's like probiotic milk drink. Yeah. Eat lots of vegetables, yeah. I eat lots of vegetables. Wow. Yeah, I've been taking probiotics too. That's the other thing too. So I looked into that and I was like, okay, let me just take some probiotics. And I have what's in here? Eh? Oh crap! This was a digestive enzyme, not a probiotic. Whoops. Yeah, maybe I'll look into taking a probiotic. I gotta go down the slippery slope of this stuff, but I hope I can find out what's causing this thing soon. Veggies. Yeah, I eat a lot of veggies. I'm gonna make some sweet potatoes later today. I know it's carbs, but you know, I'm not averse against carbs. I just felt like eating sweet potatoes. But yeah. Oh yeah, yogurt. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? I want to cut down my dairy because they say dairy can be an eczema trigger too. So I don't mind taking the pill, but at least for the next week, I want to cut down the dairy, cut down the egg, cut down the gluten, cut down the sesame seeds. Yeah, quite a bit stuff. And then I should cut down the eggs too, because eggs could be a trigger, but I don't want to cut it out just yet. I'll cut out the rest of the other stuff and then I'll try to cut out the eggs later if it still doesn't clear up. Yeah, so see you guys. Oh, what's going to be left to eat? Beef and vegetables. Beef, vegetables, and cauliflower rice. For like the next week, and eggs, and then we'll see, and bacon. But other than that, yeah, at least I can try to cut those things out, right? And if it's still there, then that tells me there's something else there.